taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And right away, he lost the football. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brooks Reed in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there on third down. 42 yards. Prescott on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second down, Prescott. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Third and long for Prescott. Buying time to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I better raise my voice a little bit here because one thing we can already tell. Even in the first year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. First down. Connects with Sanu right side. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 16 carries, 74 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on it.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
They go play action here on first down. Gets it off to Freeman. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Freeman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's the rookie from Wyoming. It's Brian Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. As we saw in his rookie year, Dak not afraid to run with it. And he did there to pick up the first.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
He dumps off to Morris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to him. Under pressure, and he will down. sacked back at the 46. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Quentin Coples able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down. On first down, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Ryan will throw again. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told. I'm back shy of the 20. gets set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now it's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Ryan. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Ryan on second down. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This one taken just inside the 10. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta. Larry, go back to the green room, my friend. These guys are ready to go again. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon. Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Here's Ryan. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record. 22 and a half, 7-1. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Lee in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver. troubles getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
Illegal block in the box. Return team.
Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20.
Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Prescott being chased out left. And that is Allen, still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is Morris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try by Bailey. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pushing through the contact. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
blitz coming, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cowboys in possession. The football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Flush to his right, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Prescott here to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Prescott. Right side complete to Butler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Prescott. Going right side, he has Winton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Prescott yet again. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this looks to probably be the final play. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you...